Hey, it's Beauty by Garber. Normally the girl behind the crimper, but today I've got my mannequin, a comb, and some texture powder in my back pocket. And we're going to go through backcombing. So I'm going to actually right here walk you through it, why I backcomb the way I do, why it's important to backcomb correctly. It saves you a lot of time, it saves you headache, it saves your client literal headache later on when they're trying to take it out. It's a good thing to have, right? So this is one of those prep tools, one of those skills. It takes a couple times, but I promise you're going to catch on super quickly. So she's combed through, hair's shiny, clean, good to go. I do have her crimped. She's already been crimp prepped. The only heat prep that I will do prior to backcombing is crimping. The rest, if I'm curling, even if I'm straightening, you can kind of go either way, but if you're curling at all and adding bend to the hair, you want to do that after you backcomb. Otherwise, you're just crimping the backcomb into place and it just doesn't really make much sense to do. So, we're going to start off here. I typically, depends on the style, but 9 out of 10 times I'm doing my headband sectioning, which is from ear to ear. Just like if you're putting a headband on, going to section off that, both sides. I'm not actually going to clip it out of the way because I don't need to, but those are the sections that we would take. So we're going to comb this back a little bit. Going to tilt her head back so I can see a little bit better. And then imaginary sectioning through here. And then I'm going to pick up a very thin piece right here, the very top of where that section would be. And clean it up. There we go. Alright, do you see how thin of a section this is? Like, that's not a huge piece. Normally whenever we backcomb, initially in the beginning, we tend to just like go in at it, right? We normally just pick it up, and do you see her hair splitting here too? Like there's a natural split. So we want to fix that, right? So we tend to just like get in like this, which works very well. Fix the split, but look at how messy this is up top. Like, it's not a good look. And then we'd have to go through and clean that, and it's pulling for them, and we can hear it. Oh, it's hard for me to even do that. It's a mannequin and that's painful. Like, no. But then look, where's all of our height and volume at? Because we cleaned it up. So now we don't have these knots, some over there still. It's cleaned up, but we lost our height. Apply your texture powder, which I purposely did not put on that last section because that would have been 10 times worse to comb back out. Apply it right here. Comb the product through. No tangles, that way you're not backcombing down a mess. And then very lightly, you're going to scoop, but the teeth aren't coming all the way through, they're staying back here. Very light, and then press. Very light, and press at the base. So, got that. And then we're going to take our next section and do the same thing, except here we're going to bricklay it. So there is our first section pushed forward. Here's our second. And then our third will be here. And then fourth, and we're going to keep working along the head through the crown to here. You're going to totally see what I mean by now. When we bring this back, it's going to be so clean and so much easier to clean, and it's still going to be retaining that volume and that lift that we just put the work in for. So right off the bat, we're not dealing with like rat's nest up here, right? It's not crazy, not too bad. And then if we very, very gently, like I'm gliding my comb over the top, look at how smooth that is. And look at the volume, we still got our bump. So that is how I backcomb. That is my secret to clean backcombing. And then whenever we have to divide these up into sections, you can easily clean those sides up and you're not going to be fighting through a lot. A little added tip at the end. For your clients, I tell all of mine this, when you go to take this out at night, because I want them to like me, do not get it wet. It's going to mattify. You can mist it with a leave-in conditioner, but don't hop in the shower, and then brush from the bottom up. Take a comb, detangling comb, bottom up, and brush this out before you shower. Sometimes, like, we just hop in the shower to wash our hair, and then that's when, and I think we've all been there, where back home is just like, the teasing gets so stuck on our head and it's terrible. Just help your clients out. I hope this helped. Let me know below. You can always find me on any social media at Beauty by Haley Garber. Send me a message, ask questions. I love to chat, love to connect, and I will see you guys soon.